1 minus 1 equals?
Equals 35.
All right on. How's everybody doing tonight?
35.
All right, so tonight we have a 3-box Prizm break. One is the first off the line, 2 are traditional hobby. Total of 15 autographs. Teams you see up on the screen are what is available. So if you want to let me know if you're interested in anything, I do also have the checklist up, so I can bring up who's whichever player that you're interested in. I can tell you what their cards are in the set. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any questions. Bear with me temporarily. I'm trying to get to where I can see all of the comments. Should be some cool cards tonight. Got a good feeling. Got a good feeling. There will be some pretty decent cards tonight. All right. A lot of teams available. Snatch them up while they're available. Should be a really cool break. A lot of autos. Should be a really cool break. Of course, everything to me is a really cool break. Cool break. Of course, everything to me is a really cool break. Okay. Let's see if I can get. Okay. Trying to get comments here. Yes, sirree. Prizm Draft. You got any questions on it? I got the checklist, and I will tell you what a player actually has available in this set. If you're looking for a particular player, I can tell you what they have in the actual set. I mean, your big players are going to be your draft picks, obviously. It's just which ones are they in. I mean, there's a lot of color burst cards in here, which are really cool. Color Burst is the, I believe it's the case hit on this one. So would really, really like to grab one of those. That would be super cool. It's just which ones are they in? I mean, there's a... All right. Trying to get access to all the comments. Facebook doesn't make it easy. Again, any team that you're interested in, let me know. I can tell you what that team has in this particular set. I mean, obviously we know all the top draft picks are in it, but we can kind of dice out which ones are, you know, just rookie autos, or whether they're color blast, or if they're in a parallel. Okay, let me see. All right, Howard, the Bucks. The Bucks have auto-wise Jalen Darden, Joe Tryon, KJ Britt, Kyle Trask. They have a base of Godwin and Trask. Kyle Trask does have a color blast card in here. And an on-campus insert. They do have Mike Evans, Ronald Jones, and Tom Brady as base cards. So the Bucks have a pretty solid lead in. Let me look up a couple of their players here. Jalen Darden is their 4th round pick, but he is a wide receiver. Joe Tryon, he is their 1st round pick, but he's a defensive end. KJ Britt is a linebacker. He's their 5th round pick. And Kyle Trask, of course, that's their 2nd round pick for quarterback. So there's your Tom Brady replacement in Kyle Trask. I know Tom wants to play for a couple more years, but he has this 2-year contract that I think he wants. All right, Howard, I got you in for the Bucks, bro. Man, what is wrong with that? Alrighty. Right. All right, so let's get back to bear with me, guys. Charles Farley, you have the Colts, my man. Charles Farley with the Colts. All right. Let me pull some of these teams off of my list here. And the Bucks are gone. Okay. We are caught up, I think. I'd love to be a career third string quarterback. I hear you, Howard. I hear you. There's a lot of those guys out there. We all kind of live in the here and now, and we don't like really go back. I mean, especially sports collectors. It's not a bad thing. You know, we all kind of live in what's going on right now, and we don't really go back and look at all those guys before. You know, I mean, you go back and you can pick out some first round draft picks from whatever year it is, and half the people don't even know who those people are now. You know, it seems to be a little bit more common now that you know, most of these guys, they either pan or they don't. You know, it's like looking at last year. I mean, this Trevor Lawrence kid, I think he's phenomenal, actually. Stat-wise, he's awesome. You know, I don't know this whole deal about a shoulder injury and not participating, but this kid he is going to be the Jags' future. You know, he is a phenomenal football player, and that's just the way it's going to be. You know, I think he's good. Zach Wilson, I think, you know, the Jets, they're, you know, it's one of those things. I don't look at just the quarterback, but you look at who the people they brought in along with them, you know, and you're like, hey, man, he's either going to be good or he's going to be toast. You know, and I don't see any toast in any of these top 5 quarterbacks that were pulled out of the draft. You know, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, awesome. Kyle Pitts, phenomenal tight end. You know, several of these wide receivers, obviously, are going to play out to be good. Justin Fields going to the Bears, going to be smoking. You know, the Bears have a good team. They just need, you know, a playmaker. Oops. Freaking cat. Oh, come on now. Bear with me, guys. The cat started playing around here. Okay. I think we're back in business here. Shut this off. Fucking cat. Bear with me, guys. This cat has screwed up my Bear with me here. I don't know what the cat did. Screen seems to work all right. Get the fuck out of here, you little shitbag. All right, guys. Sorry about that. The kitty cat pulled the cords and I had to reset. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Ronnie, you have Vegas, my man. You have Vegas. Ronnie, I may have spelled your name wrong here, but ma'am, I'm going to fix it. Appreciate you dropping in. Okay, comments. Oh man, I'm just having an extremely difficult time trying to see comments. Okay. Ronnie Waste. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right. So what we got is a 3-box break of Prizm Draft. One is a first off the line. 2 are the regular hobby boxes. So we will have a total of 15 autos in this break. So if you see a team you want, let me know. On this one, we are taking the, let's see, I know we put them as the Oakland Raiders, but okay. If you have questions about what's actually in the box as far as team-wise, let me know. I will look up. I have the checklist up so I can tell you who's available in a particular team. Okay, so let's see, he's on Eagles. Heath, Howard Hughes on the Jets. Steelers. All right. Very nice, very nice. All right. So, Ronnie, are you like a diehard Raiders fan, or you looking for a particular player? All right, I think we're all up to date. Right on, Ronnie. Got some competition in here with Bruce. He is Raider Nation, man, all day long. But it's good to know you're a Raiders fan, man, because we like to throw in some extra stuff that we find laying around, you know, when we know what team it is that you actually collect. I'm assuming Raiders are your PC, so we do like to stick some stuff in there when we can. We have a lot of cards here, so we do try and pass them around, especially for the collectors. We don't normally do, like, we're not going to be sending out Trevor Lawrence cards, but we do like to send out old school Raiders, well, any of the old school stuff. We do mostly the old stuff when we send it back to you. I know Howie Long is kind of, they still throw him in sets now, but we have some of the older Howie Long stuff, and we push that stuff out to Bruce, and you know, and we'll get it out to you if you're definitely Raider Nation, man. We will get it out to you. The Raiders have a very, very strong card market out there. So, very cool. All right, guys. So, we got all these teams left. We're going to work through them as much as we can tonight. If for some reason we run into, you know, we can't get them all done, we'll push this bad boy till Sunday. I hope we get through it, because we do also have these that I would like to get to, you know, this week. I mean, if we can get through this one, I'd like to get through some of this mosaic, man. This is awesome. 30 card boxes, debut edition mosaic draft picks football. Frickin', you know, mosaic is a very nice set, right up there with Prizm. And to have them to do, you know, obviously we all know what mosaic cards look like. We've busted plenty of mosaic football. If we can get through this break, my full intention is to do this big mosaic break on Sunday. Very cool set. Obviously, it's mosaic. Don't know exactly what it looks like yet, but I'm assuming it's draft picks, kind of like this Prizm that we're going to open. But should be really cool, man. Mosaics are cool. You know, all the different colors they come in, and should be pretty cool. Ronnie is definitely Raider Nation. Gonna have to hook him up with Bruce. Guys can talk about all the, you know, high-tech Raiders guys from the old days. So, if you guys have any question about what's in the set related to a particular team, let me know. I'll tell you what's in the set. You know, a lot of these quarterbacks, all these guys are in these case hit color blast cards. I'd love to get a color blast. I haven't seen one in quite a while, but it would be really cool if we got one out of these boxes. They are extremely rare. But hey, everyone who's been around long enough knows that extremely rare is, you know, we do extremely rare. All right. 3-box Prizm Draft Picks. One first off the line. Bears, if you want to give credit. Do I owe you a credit, Rick? I trust you. If you tell me I owe you one, then I'm down with it. Or do you want me to finance it for you? Either way, with you, Rick, I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter which way you want to do it. If I owe you a credit, I'm good. If you want me to put it on your tab, I can do that too. Justin Fields. I think somebody got it. Who the hell was it? Oh, Travis. Travis got that Justin Fields auto out of Leaf Metal Draft the other night. A lot of cool teams left, man. Good thing about this year is, you know, there's about 5 teams that are a little more elevated, but the rest of the field is kind of... What's up, my man, Dennis? Living a dream, man. Living a dream. I'm going to hit your favorite soundboard.
1 minus 1 equals.
Equals 35.
There you go. I'm refraining from any Tom Brady slurps until after 9. Then I'll start ringing the soundboard with the Patricks and SpongeBob's. That would be good, man. That would definitely be good. You know, still got a lot of good teams up here. A lot of good. I seem to be missing some teams here, though. Yeah, maybe not. I'm looking at all the top quarterback teams. Jacksonville, Chicago, Green Bay, Jets have been taken. Patriots. Actually, my opinion, and this is purely my opinion, Patriots quarterback, Mac Jones, best pick out of the entire 2021 draft. I'm just saying. I might be wrong. Could be eating my words later, but I think that guy is the one that is set up for success. Just saying. I hear you, Dennis, man. I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, collectors are, we didn't, like, historically, I mean, if you go back and remember back in the day when we were collecting cards, they came out with Classic, which had all the draft pick stuff in it. You didn't really have any, like, major sets that did draft picks. You had Classic Draft. As it got through, a lot of these people are, they love the college stuff because it predates the pro uni. Exactly what, we look at now and go, well, we don't want anybody in a college uniform, and there's people that are like, well, the college uniforms are, all these college uni sets are the first actual rookie cards for these guys, and they're the first autos, and they're the first, so I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't mind them. The only thing I don't like about them is there's so many of them. If it was like this set and that was it, hey man, I'm good with it. I agree with it. First shot, autos, first shot, but there's so many of these draft sets now. Yeah, and we're going to get the pro uni stuff in probably, I'm thinking it's like toward the end of last month or next month. But those cards are mock cards. They're not like real, pro uni cards like we'll get in January or February of next year. They're not going to be. They're going to be guys in in jerseys of the team they play for. They're not going to be like the action shots we're used to, in the later sets that come out. I just think the draft pick, the whole draft pick thing is, it's here to stay, and it's always going to be considered their first whatever they are, whether it's an auto or a color blast or luminance. Yeah, luminance will be. I actually think luminance is the very first set that any of these ever actually show up in pro unis. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you finally found your last immaculate card. You put together one hell of a set. I mean, that's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. What's even more impressive is that there's that many 49ers. Yeah, I mean, they do the updates with the Chronicles, so next next year when they do Chronicles, they're going to have the updates for Luminant, Score, Obsidian. You know, they'll have all the update stuff. Jags and Bears. All right. You got her, Tony. You have got it. Jags and Bears. Good picks too, man. You look at a lot of these teams, man. I'll tell you what. You look at some teams and the fans in those teams, like the Bears. I mean, it is just die hard. You know, the guys are just absolutely die hard. Came in, Dennis? That's good. I think you had quite a bit of stuff, man. I didn't pack your box this time, but I did see your box. Most of you guys that are in here normally, you have your own actual tote that has your name on it. And so whenever you do anything, it goes into your tote. Cowboys don't go fast. Dennis, you're kind of like me in the sense that back in the day, Cowboys and Steelers were everything. You know, it was like, who's in the Super Bowl? Cowboys, Steelers. You know, we always viewed the Cowboys and the Steelers as being like the, you know, top-notch teams in the NFL. And they were back then. You know, we get older now, and it's like, not so much. We can't believe America's team doesn't sell out immediately, and even Steelers. I mean, a lot of these guys that do cards a day, I mean, they don't realize what kind of dynasties those two teams were back in the, you know, the 70s and the 80s. Yes. Trey Lance will go out next. I'm gonna finish this break week, and I'm gonna send everything out on Monday. So everything that's outstanding will go out. Should reach you guys the middle of next week. Except for you, Dennis, because you live up in fucking Alaska, and it always takes extra time to get there. I'll tell you what, man. This year, I mean, with the draft picks and just trying to process everything that's going on in football, I mean, it's going to be I think this year's going to be really cool, man. I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to they're going to be like the swan song teams, man. I mean, they're going to come out of nowhere. Yes, 3 boxes, Dennis. It's 3 boxes of Prizm Draft. 1 is first off the line, and 2 are the regular hobby boxes. And I'm hoping we can get through this one because I did get my Mosaic draft picks today. Our good buddy Chris, I know is Chris Fine over at Lightning Card Breaks. He is doing a Mosaic break tonight. So if you're interested in Mosaic, I mean, go visit Chris over at Lightning Strike Card Breaks. New set. Very cool. We're going to do it probably on Sunday. I would have done it tonight, but I didn't know when I was going to get the cards. So hopefully Chris has a good go with it. I'm going to go check out his break probably afterward, and, you know, probably tomorrow morning. I'm going to check out his break and see what kind of stuff comes out of it. But I have 3 boxes of the Mosaic draft picks. I'm going to try and do them on Sunday night. If we don't get through this break tonight, then I'm going to finish this one on Sunday. And I'm actually going to probably post the Mosaic one on Saturday. And we'll see if we can do them, kind of get them both done on Sunday. If for some reason we can't get this one done tonight. We've got a lot of teams left. Most of the more expensive teams are taken already. So we just have a lot of the... I mean, we got the 49ers, Dennis. But aside of that, I think all the high quarterback teams are done. And we're down to basically the 30, 20, you know, the $20 to $30 teams. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Dennis. I mean, there's still 49er cards in there. I mean, I actually looked at them earlier to see what was in this set. So they've got a lot of autos of rookies. Ambry Thomas, Austin Watkins, Diamador Lenore, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Lance, Trey Sermon. And then you get back to some of the vets in the base side. Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, George Kittle, Jimmy G. Trey Lance has an actual color burst in here, which is really cool. I mean, I would love to pull a Trey Lance color blast. That would be a really cool pool. Yeah, man. Color Blast is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, they've run it across so many sets now, though, that, you know, but the good thing is they all kind of look the same. I mean, that Color Blast card is, you know, it's pretty consistent across the whole, you know, whatever set they put them in. You know, they're really cool. I think I want to say Absolute Football has them in it. And I mean, they're awesome cards, man. I pulled several of them a couple years ago out of, I don't even remember what set it was. But I mean, I had Mahomes and, you know, I mean, very, very cool cards, and they really haven't changed much. They kind of look the same, you know, across the years, but they're just badass cards. I mean, they're awesome cards. Very limited run. Very cool. Put them in a different product. No, I think they're kind of restricted to a couple different products, but they're in more than one. Who took the Raiders? That would be Mr. Ronnie Wastel took the Raiders. He is one of your Raider Nation fans. He is a Raider lover. I'm still stacking Raiders for you too, Bruce. Kind of cool though, man. You got a another Raider Nation brother that's down with the sickness. I'd go to Texas this week. Oh, what are you going to Texas for, Dennis? Which mill base are you going to? Ah, okay. It's a rec trip. A little recreational trip for Dennis. Colleen, okay. I know where that's at. Yep. I don't know what it is, man. Raider fans are starting to come out now. And Ronnie seems to be a pretty diehard Raider fan, so I don't think he's a player catcher. I think he's actually a team lover just like you, Bruce. Right on, Dennis. That would be awesome, man. Come to Indiana, man. We'll hang out. Actually, I think I might be headed your brother's way, kind of. Yeah, absolutely. Guest breakers all day long, man. Guys can come hang out and we all have a good time. Have a blast. We love guest breakers. Might have to send Zach on a, guest break on the on the road guest break. Zach goes to be guest break. Go hang out with the brothers. Break at their place. We can set up cameras everywhere. Actually, Dennis, we may actually be headed. Yeah, we did, Bruce. We broke that metal leaf. Got some really cool cards out of it. Really cool stuff. That product, some of us remember back, 30, 40 years. Mainly about 30 years or so. We remember that leaf was that was like the be-all badass stuff of baseball. I mean, a lot of the leaf products back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, just shit hot stuff when it came to baseball. Now, just like I always say, that is the only leaf product that, Rookies and Stars. Yep. And that's the only leaf product now that I'll actually buy. Mainly because it's all autos. I don't really care what set some player signs an auto. It's still an auto. It's like Trevor Lawrence in these Topps boxes. They're still Trevor Lawrence autos. Cut, slice it, dice it however you want. They're still autos of that player at whatever set it is or what. And the market can decide what they're worth. But, the leaf metal stuff is just, to me, absolutely a fucking phenomenal product. Nothing but autographs, press proofs, all the other crap they sell, I wouldn't buy. Brady, where is Zach? Brady, Zach is in Maine right now. He is on vacation. So good for him. I hope he's having a good time. He's been gone for a while. Yeah, he's going to be gone for about another week. He kind of, he went on vacation on last Friday. Last Friday he left. He had a wedding. His best friend got married. He was in the wedding party. And Monday, I think they left to Maine. And they're going to be there until Zach probably will not be back till the 1st. Yeah, actually, he was supposed to go to Maine, but when I saw where he was at, it was more like closer toward Boston. So he did tell me I talked to him yesterday. He told me he was in Salem. So I think he's in that area, Brady, but I don't actually know where. Tom Brady says go east. I think Tom Brady has about, well, we'll see. We'll see how he does this year. You know, I think if he shits the bed this year, then he's going to, maybe give it up. If not, he's got a 2-year contract. In my understanding, he's going to fulfill his contract and he's done. Good for him though, man. Top-rated quarterback in the entire history of the NFL. He earned it. No one can deny him his greatness. A guy that can play to 45 years old in the NFL, I give him props. However, he's got a lot of awards, he's got a lot of things, but I don't necessarily agree with him being the greatest of all time. I think there were a lot of good. Yeah, hey, he's got most, obviously he's got the most Super Bowl wins, but, there were a lot of players before Super Bowls. And yeah, he's legendary, man. You can't deny him that. You cannot deny that the guy is extremely accomplished. But the NFL is a lot different than it was back in before Super Bowls. Super Bowl wins are not the be-all, end-all that makes you the greatest player ever. I have never disagreed with the fact that he's a phenomenal, great quarterback. But I think there's a lot of quarterbacks over the course of time that, yeah, exactly. And most of these people are looking at like, who's Lyle Alzado? the bearded neck cracker. Alzado was a beast. Tom Brady played in the NFL at a time where it really, lent itself to, and it will going forward. So I really don't expect anything that he does today to last, just because of the way the NFL has changed. He operated under a different set of rules that, a lot of the great quarterbacks before him never had. And if they can continue to go forward, I don't really expect any of his records to actually hold. Could be wrong, though. I've been wrong many times. Been wrong many times. Not afraid to admit it. Like the taco. No, there. Before they started the quarterback preservation rule, there were a lot of quarterbacks that threw the ball and got crushed every time they did it. That's not to say Tom Brady could have held up to it, but I don't think any quarterback could hold up to the, getting your ass blasted every time you threw a ball. I don't think that lends itself to the longevity that, he's been able to experience. I think if he got hit that hard every time he threw the ball for that many years, that he would have lasted as long as what? Yeah. Minnesota. Steel Curtain. Pittsburgh. I don't think he would have held up as long as what he has. Well, I don't know about that, Bruce. I mean, he's a tough guy. You can't deny him that. He still has played in the NFL for 20 years. He's taken his hits and his bruises, and we don't like him because he's a little pretty boy and he slurps his kids, but he's tough, man. He's made it through it. I mean, he didn't have to go through the same thing as a lot of other guys, but Tom Brady's taken his share of hits. I'm not going to deny the fact the guy he's a phenomenal fucking player. You cannot reasonably deny that. Is he the greatest player ever? That I question. And I don't care how many Super Bowl wins he's got. I think he would have lasted a little more than 6 years, Bruce. I'd probably say twice that, but that would have been the end. I mean, look at Brett Favre. Brett Favre, guy's a beast. How many games did that guy play in a row? If you want to talk about, Iron Men, Brett Favre. That's all you got to say. The guy's awesome. Crap, I've been talking, guys. I didn't realize my video was not working. The heck? Okay. I'm going to reset this real quick, guys.